Order filled.
Seems alright. What is the school Wi-Fi doing?
Order filled.
Good morning, everyone. It is episode 5 of my Road to 10k series. Right now I'm in the kitchen and I'm about to cook some breakfast. It is a super nice day outside, which is why, got my shirt off. I've been tanning for a little bit. Bro, this is how you know you're tanning well, is when I have had, in the last week, I've had like 3 sunbed accusations. Now, that is some shit, I wouldn't say never do, like, because I want to compete in bodybuilding, so I'd probably, get it before that, but fucking, that's how you know you've got a good tan. And people, here's the secret. Here is the secret to getting a good tan, and then we'll get to the trading stuff. Just go out. People do not fucking realize this. Just go out when it's high UV, right? Like now, it's 11 o'clock, but the UV is high, right? Just go out. Don't put sun cream on, right? I'm not saying go out there if it's like the hottest day of the year and sit out there for like 4 fucking hours with no sun cream, but if you're only going out for like an hour, bro, and especially if you're in Britain, you do not need sun cream. Okay, unless your skin pigment is like really fucked and like, okay, I guess. But like, bro, I haven't worn sun cream ever, not ever, but in the last like 2 years, and I have not been burned. So I think, I think it's okay. But anyway, on to some more trading related topics while I cook my breakfast. What happened yesterday? So yesterday, I took a $300 win. I'm quite happy with that, but not happy at the same time. Reason why I'm happy is because it's a win, I was patient. I took the setup. I took the best setup of the day. If you guys didn't notice, I took the 2 largest candles of New York session, It was a good trade. I liked it. But what I'm not happy about is the fact it wasn't a 400 win, because I'll just say it, I FOMO'd out. And all I had to do was hang on for like another... Literally, I just had to hang on for another... not even 2 minutes. Minute, maybe. I maybe had to hang on another minute and I could have got the full 400. So, that was pretty bad of me. But I think it was just because I was scared of, all-time highs. Just continuing to run up all-time highs. That's still no excuse for why I shouldn't have just moved my stop loss to break even. And then we would have been perfectly fine. But, hey, man. A win is a win, but at the same time, doesn't mean I'm going to praise myself and, be super happy about it. Because obviously that means now, if it unfortunately happens and we take a loss now after our win streak of 9 trades, it's going to screw us over a lot more than it would have. But, hopefully today we can get the double-digit wins. Hopefully, going into today, I'm pretty sure we have unemployment claims. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to have to double-check what time that is, though. But apart from that, I don't think we have any news. So, it's a decent day for news. Obviously, yesterday we have FOMC. Like, by the way, guys, can I just say this, right? Because I've seen this shit happen in the Discord, and I know a lot of you are going to be like this as well. Why the fuck? Like, Right, let me start with this. You guys need to realize when it's time to get off the charts, right? Because I put a voice note in the Discord yesterday, which, if you're not on the Discord, by the way, join the Discord. But the voice note was, basically, someone was trading after AM session. And my point was, why, right? The Nasdaq rallied. I'm just estimating. I don't know to the exact number. But the Nasdaq rallied like 150 points to all-time highs. Then it rallied another 150 points all the way back down to fucking where market opened. So after we see, 300 points of volume of movement, why the fuck would you want to trade? Surely, like yesterday is a prime example of, if you did not catch a trade during that humongous fucking move, either longs, which I had no reason to take longs, or shorts, I had no sorry, I did take the shorts. If you didn't catch that, surely you look at that and go, the Nasdaq has fucking moved a lot. There's probably not going to be surely you guys should know that there's not going to be, you know, once a move that's that big happens, you know, common trading knowledge, that's probably the move for the day. Sometimes, unfortunately, you don't catch that move. Sometimes, unfortunately, that is pre-market. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's during Asia session or London session. But when that move happens, you're probably going to have to wait till the next day, you know? You're probably going to have to get a job when that happens. So, I don't know. I guess the point I'm trying to make, going back to the start, is just know when to lock yourself out. This happened last Thursday. We just kept pushing higher and higher, and we moved like 250 points upwards on Thursday. And I looked at it and I went, there's nothing here. Let's just lock myself out. Instead of trying to take shitty shorts like I know a lot of other people were trying to do, why don't I just not trade it? How about that, you know? How about we don't trade every day? Because how about we've back tested and we know there's only 2 to 3, maybe 4, but I would say there's only 2 to 3 times a week where your setup presents itself A+. So how about we just accept that we're not going to trade every day as a statistic, and then we actually put it into action and actively do not trade every day, you know? Because you guys can sit across the screen right now and be all like, oh yeah, I know that. I know my setup doesn't perform every single day, but it doesn't matter because if you're not actively fucking, what's the word? I guess, how to phrase it? If you're not actively, taking those steps to not take a trade every single day, then you don't fucking know. And even if you do know, it doesn't matter, because knowledge in trading is pointless without action, you know? Everybody is a profitable trader in hindsight. Everybody's a profitable trader. I was talking with my friend who's getting into trading, and I was explaining to him yesterday, the trade I took, and he was like, oh, that's simple. And it is simple in hindsight. He's not wrong by saying that. It is so simple in hindsight. But it's like, sure, you can recognize everything in hindsight. Oh, this is actually really easy. This is really easy. This is really easy. Who gives a fuck? Anyone could be able to do that after 1 week of trading. It doesn't matter. Stop getting, you know, that false sense of false sense of dopamine, you know, that fake dopamine. You're getting that fake dopamine from telling yourself, oh yeah, next time I'll do this, next time I'll do that. Oh, this is easy. It's all just a load of bullshit, you know? You're just tricking yourself into thinking you're a better trader than you actually are. And that also brings me on to another point. Can we please stop pretending we are smarter than we actually are? Like, at the end of the day, we are just a bunch of fucking kids, basically. I don't care if you're 20, fucking 21, you're still a fucking child. Fucking, we're all just a bunch of kids trading a market which is run by actual, billionaire professionals who are, in their 50s, 60s, you know? So why are we pretending like we know more than we actually do, using words like consequent encroachment? What the fuck are we doing? Why? Why don't we pretend we're dumber than we actually are, you know? Why don't we dumb it down and just try to sound dumber than we actually are? Instead, you know, that's an extreme example, but instead of trying to sound smarter than we actually are, because, trust me, there's so many people with a big mouth and you think, oh, he must be profitable, and then you ask them, you got any payouts? Funniest thing is, next time you see a TikTok comment, or you're talking to someone, and they're talking all this big talk, go, how many payouts have you got? And then just watch them, but some people, they might just say no, but a lot of people, it will just be the most, they'll just blurt out a million fucking explanations as to why they don't have a payout, but they know everything about trading. You know? Nothing matters in the trading world if you don't have results to back it. But, I don't know how the fuck that rant kicked off, but, Hopefully, someone's going to get motivated or find some sort of use in the rant I just had. Although I know the videos can be entertaining, definitely use the stuff I say in them. Why is that raspberry so raspberry so watery? Anyway, I've got a mouth freeze. I'm going to school now. Oh, not now, but next clip. Alright, so here's the time lapse of me in school. This was pre-market and before my markets started lagging really bad, which I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to. But by the way, guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And if you're not on the Discord, join the Discord, link in description. But basically here, you can just see I'm waiting on the 15-minute high to get swept. And as I'm doing that, my charts are beginning to bug really badly, as I'm sure a lot of you guys were on Top Step X. But ultimately, we sweep the high. What do I want after we sweep the high? Rejection. And you guys will see in a moment, we get the rejection. I'll go more in depth though in the post-market recap.
Order filled.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I always love what I see time. And then it's time and rise going for us. Yes.
Fucking shit.
No, not I wouldn't say
What's it like in Poland?
Seems alright.
It's like find some list and just it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd always mention when
Cisco and school Wi-Fi. What is the school Wi-Fi doing? Just don't download anything. Just don't load anything.
Order filled.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes, I feel like that. Probably get that next time. Because I don't think it's like different. Right. So
Fucking performance. What the Oh shit, what did I write on that form? I don't even remember. I think I just submitted it.
Hello everyone. So, just got out of school. Wait, leg check. Ooh. Oh my days, bro. I don't know if you guys can even... Whatever. Damn, they vascular, bro. Okay. Obviously, you guys just saw we took a $1,000 win. Kind of feels weird. Again, I didn't get the full 1,200. Here's the reason for this time. Last time, I will admit, it was fear of missing out. It was FOMO. It was, taking profits too early. But this time, I was genuinely concerned because, if this happened to you, the Top Step X was not loading. I know a lot of people in the Discord experienced this. I was thinking it was just school Wi-Fi because my phone wasn't working. My phone wasn't working with TradingView to just check on the TradingView. So I was just going to check the TradingView charts and then execute on Top Step. but even TradingView wasn't working, so I was just assuming that, hey, must be a school Wi-Fi issue, but turns out I'm pretty sure a lot of people were lagging. So basically I got worried because I didn't know if we'd swept any key low. I did have a few gaps and highs and lows marked out on the, you know, from previously before it started lagging. But unfortunately, you know, I just got a bit worried with the whole dashboard not loading, but we were able to secure 1,000 profits, so better than how it went for a lot of people who either ended up taking shit trades or couldn't trade because of the dashboard. So that puts us at 3 out of 5 winning days, and it also puts us at a win streak of 10. Don't get confused though, that means I haven't lost a trade between there. I've taken some break-evens, but I have not lost a trade. I've had 10 winning trades and, you know, break-evens in the middle. Now, if, you know, it's not that important, but it's more just a statement and just like an observation, if anything. If I take a win tomorrow, I won't have lost a trade. Sorry, if I don't lose my trade tomorrow, you know, if I break even or win, it's fine, doesn't count. If I don't lose tomorrow, I will have gone an entire month. That is 4 weeks with no losing trade. Now, that's kind of weird to think about, because there was a time where I'm pretty sure, like in February, I went a full month with no winning trade, and now I'm, you know, at the point where I might go an entire month with no losing trade. So, you know, that's progression right there. We're on 3 out of 5 winning days. We got 2 winning days to go. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to, you know, make sure we keep trading like we are. And honestly, like, even if we take a loss, it's not really going to bug me now, because I've taken so many wins in a row that it's like, obviously I'll still try and improve off of it, but it just feels weird. Like, it don't feel real, the fact that this week I have made $3,000. Like, bro, and there's potential, you know, for more tomorrow, which I'm not going to think too much about, because Friday, you know, if you go into Friday with the wrong mindset, it's going to cook you. Friday's the day it will cook you. Price action and psychology, like, Fridays are just notorious for pretty bad price action, you know, and people's psychology just goes in the bin by Friday. So, I don't know. I'm not really going to talk about tomorrow. We'll kind of just think about that when we come to it. Oh, wait, one last check of the legs. What the actual fuck is going on, bro? They're like vascular as shit. So, yeah, I'm going to go get a haircut now, which is a nice surprise, because someone cancelled their haircut, so now I can get a haircut before I do my half marathon and go to Poland. So, I'm going to go walk down to the barbers, and we will, you know, get freshened up. Yo, I just realised you guys couldn't see my legs, so I want to fucking show them quickly. Does it even show on camera? I don't even know if it shows on camera. Oh. Someone walks past, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Shorts today as well, because it was a non-uniform. Right. I don't know if bro, they're vascular as shit right now. It's kind of nice. Nice little addition to the day. Legs later as well. And I do have an injured foot. Like, my foot has been bruised the fuck out of. So, it hurt, to be fair. Walking was hurting a lot more earlier. It feels a lot better walking on it now, because I was limping earlier, bro. And I got the half marathon. I can do a half marathon fine. It's just I'm gonna have to go David Goggins mode if my foot, like, I'm not gonna show a picture because you guys are fucking weird as shit, but the left side of my left foot is completely bruised. But anyway, I don't know. Walking is a bit more comfortable right now. Alright guys, what's up? I've had my haircut. Fresh little fade. Been gym. So now, you know, all that's left is to do the post-market analysis. So, or recap. I don't really like calling it analysis. So, we literally made a grand today. I'm going to show you guys the full process, because obviously none of that was really explained. So, where do we start? Okay, we'll start on... Okay, shit's kind of bugging me. We'll start on the 4 hour. Let's go 4 hour, right? What do we have on the 4 hour? 4 hour, we had SMTs. Where did we have SMTs? We had I actually don't even fully know. We had SMTs with these highs here. Right? SMT. SMT. Right? Wait, that's bullshit. I'm lying to you guys. Oh, we had SMTs with these highs. My bad. We had SMTs with these highs. It's a lot more clear on the 1 hour. If we go 1 hour, we can see. There we go. Clear SMTs on highs. So, first off, you know, I was bearish because of that. I was bearish into this gap, or really, I was just bearish going into this low here. That was kind of my bearish target. I wouldn't really want to take shorts beyond there. And then, I guess my next bearish target was the 3 AM low from the London low. But if we go on the 15-minute, you know, we have... What do we have? 15-minute sweep of liquidity. Oh my goodness. We swept liquidity on the 15-minute. Yes. What do? We don't sweep it. Oh my god, we have double SMTs. We have 4-hour SMTs, 1-hour SMTs, 15-minute SMTs. Yeah. So now what am I doing? I don't care about the 5-minute. You know, I'm going on the 1 minute. Right? Now, what am I waiting for on the 1 minute? On the 1 minute, after we sweep that 15-minute high, I am now waiting for displacement lower in the form of an IFVG or a break of structure. Where would structure be broken? I guess literally here, you know. That is the break of structure from this wick, but we managed to close way below it, you know, inversing this gap and this gap as well. So what do? As soon as this candle opens, you know, this is why you have to be quick, because if you're not quick, you know, you're going to get screwed. And stops. We're up here. TP was like down here. You guys can see the executions if you like, even though the proof is right up there. Executions. Boom. You know? Hang on. It was like here. So again, it wasn't a full 400. This time I do have a slightly valid excuse, as I said earlier, and as you guys who trade this shit know, Top Step X was bugging earlier, and I was like I think I was free to move charts up until about 7 or 8 minutes till market open, and as soon as we were 7 or 8 minutes, I was like locked on the 1 minute, and all I could tell was this 15-minute high, so that fucked with my psychology bad. You know, I'm not really complaining that I took the profit in this situation, just because there could have been so much shit down here, which, you know, could have, you know, like we swept this low, but I really didn't know what was going on, just because I didn't have everything marked out and I couldn't go from time frame to time frame. So I can't really complain in that situation, because a lot of people either got fucked by the Top Step lagging, or they didn't even manage to catch a trade because their 1 minute chart was not loading, or the chart they want to take executions on wasn't loading. But these were literally A+ shorts, in my opinion. These were really good shorts. Yeah, maybe the cleanest of the... no, Monday was probably the cleanest of the week. But this was pretty damn clean, I can't lie. You know, textbook, perfect for my strategy. So, yeah, we'll probably leave it there. I'm going to be live on Friday. This is probably coming out on Friday, though, so you guys probably have already seen the live by the time it's out. Physique check. Anyway, guys, follow the damn TikTok. Join the Discord, link in description, and subscribe, because I'm trying to hit 2k subs. So, peace.